One day after flash flooding here in Smyrna, just take a look at what families are left to deal with. Their vehicles totaled after their cul-de-sac turned into a swamp. In this photo, our best friends Evyatar and Guy. Evyatar's older brother says Hamas has been holding the pair captive for over 643 days. A quick glance into Speaker Johnson's office and you can see the amount of times Democrats voted against reopening the government. This is his way of fighting back against their messaging. President Trump will be departing from Mar-a-Lago in just a few minutes, but he's urging Senate Republicans to stay behind in Washington, D.C. to negotiate a deal on funding in order to end the longest government shutdown in history. Browsing through Birdland's records promises great vibes and even better music. That's right, something special. As you prepare to listen to the sweetest sounds and soulful harmonies, go ahead and allow your mind to drift to the most wonderful time of the year. If you look closely, you can see that the tree brought power lines down with it. The Georgia Power has been on the scene now for a few hours to repair the damage. The Angulos said they never thought something like this would happen to their family until it did. On any given day, thousands of visitors come through the Capitol Rotunda. During the government shutdown, however, you can hear a pin drop.
We planned this trip months ago.
Micaiah Stowe came to the U.S. Capitol all the way from Washington State.
We planned a tour in the Capitol and a Supreme Court lecture, and as well as other tours that are now shut down.
But Congress's failure to compromise is disrupting her plans.
As a tourist, we're really disappointed.
But the shutdown affects a lot more than just tourism.
We have failed you.
Now, federal employees must work without pay, and Americans lose benefits like food assistance.
It is the Democrats alone who are failing the American people.
A quick glance into Speaker Johnson's office, and you can see the amount of times Democrats voted against reopening the government. This is his way of fighting back against their messaging. But Democrats tell a different story.
They lie to the American people. These people are stone cold extremist liars, starting from the very top.
Democrats blame Republicans for not negotiating.
But we were never going to vote for a partisan Republican spending bill that guts the health care of the American people.
Republicans say there is nothing to negotiate. They blame Democrats for not voting to keep the government open.
Republicans have voted over and over and over again to open this government so that these funds don't stop.
The lack of compromise between the two parties has made this shutdown the longest in U.S. history. At the United States Capitol, I'm Jada White, HU News Service. What looks like a pile of trash is the remains of the Cheney family home.
I didn't think that would be possible.
And their only son,
I'd never be the same again.
almost gone.
I don't remember the day that it happened. I don't really remember that week, and I don't remember the 2 weeks at Grady.
The family says a tornado launched Malachi Cheney 300 feet into a field. His father, actor Trey Cheney, was also home at the time.
Before you know it, I looked to my right, and my walls were headed towards my face, my TVs, my dressers, and I levitated.
Trey walked out of the hospital with only a scar, but Malachi suffered much more. He's recovering from a brain injury, facial fractures, and broken ribs.
We didn't think our son was going to make it.
After 2 weeks in the ICU, Malachi entered rehab. Miraculously, he is walking away only 10 days later.
He's my superhero. Yeah. That's it.
With a long road of recovery still ahead, the Cheneys say they are grateful.
We went through a life-changing experience that we'll never forget. We survived a tornado.
In Henry County, I'm Jada White, Fox 5 News. Across the street from CDC headquarters is the CVS, where 30-year-old gunman Patrick Joseph White opened fire on Friday evening. Earlier today, we spoke to a witness who says she came face to face with the gunman. She requested to remain anonymous, but she did detail how events unfolded for her that night. She says initially she was heading to a nearby dance studio when she slowed down to make a turn on Emery Point, which is the street that the back entrance of the CVS sits on. She says at that very moment is when she realized that the loud bangs and booms that she originally thought were due to construction were actually the sound of gunfire.
And when I look to my right, I see him walking out and down the steps right towards my direction, gun up, shooting erratically. And I don't know if he's shooting at a particular person or object or if he's just shooting, everywhere. So I didn't even have time to think. I just hit the gas pedal and tried to get out of there as quickly as possible.
She went on to say that she's amazed that her car was not struck with multiple bullets, and she's grateful to have made it out safely. Unfortunately, however, not everyone was so lucky. According to police, Officer David Rose was struck immediately after exiting his vehicle upon arriving to the scene. He later died from his injuries. The officer leaves behind 2 young children and his pregnant wife. All throughout today, we have seen community members, many of which work in the CDC buildings here behind me, paying respects to the fallen officer, writing sweet notes to his family, and leaving bouquets of flowers. In Northeast Atlanta, I'm Jada White, Fox 5 News.